All right. This is true. This is true. How did your stream go? I'm going to turn the music down for me a little bit. It's a little loud for me. Boring marketing. Nice. Yeah, I think maybe an approach I was mentioning yesterday is to create a few feeler like try and figure out what packs you would do and create like feeler packs and see which ones kind of get a response. And then kind of increase the count on those. Song requests, nice. What do you mean? What does that mean? For the stream? There's a lady who plays the piano that I watch with my daughter sometimes. And she dresses, she'll wear like the costumes of the game that she's playing. She does like a lot of Nintendo music. My daughter loves it, super cute. Oh yeah, I know her. Yeah, she's cool. Okay. So we're gonna start working on, we've got a bunch of sound stuff in. And we're gonna start working on sort of finalizing our mechanics. Oh, I always forget about the music. So we have the next, oh Christ. I have the next today and 4 more days to add the rest of whatever the game mechanics are going to be, and then we're going to spend the rest of our time, the next half of the jam, just getting it to be good.
Yeehaw!
And I did a little Twitch short where I showed more of the audio stuff.
I'm just here than a June bug in a mason jar.
See, I'm worried about that rotation stuff because we weren't really spinning right there. But it's a jam. But I know that there's something wrong. I know that there's something wrong with those numbers on the rotation. I know it in my balls.
Oh. Might be enough spinning for one day.
But the spinning works.
Mercy me, I'm about to tip over.
And then what else do we have? Oh, the jumps.
Bless his heart.
Oh, and the throws. That's what that was.
Yeehaw! Oh.
we hit the top of the. All right.
Woohoo!
So those are all the sounds that we've integrated. It's all working. It's all working. Some of it's a little glitchy. But so far, everything I thought I could do, we've been able to do. These are the remaining sound effects that M did for the shouts. And then I have some Foley that I need to do for a landing splash sound, or at least I need to find some. Just because. Yeah, we could use more. What's up, my tubular tubing? Going good. So for the cover art for the game, for like the thumbnail and everything on the itch page and stuff, I think what I'll do is once we have the character model in and all that stuff going, we're gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna pose it somewhere in Godot and do like a super high res screen cap, basically. Get the lighting all crazy good and like intentionally put in effects and stuff like you wouldn't normally see in the game all at once, you know, but just like make the box art kind of thing for the jam. And then find a decent font that'll work for the theme of the game, and go from there. So, okay. So as far as the mechanics are concerned, the major thing that I wanted to do is we need a boost. Boost pads. So we need boost pads and we need the lasso. I feel like the lasso is a big question mark. But these are really it. And then we just need, you know, abilities to like put down boosts and things like that. So let's look at our assets really quick. And K-Kit's where we're at. And gem, money, silverstone, wood. Give me a second here. Naked in the thumbnail for clicks. Gotta have those clicks, Cares. How you doing, Cares? Just yeah, just mosaic. Just the mosaic. Tasteful nudes. Tasteful nudes only, please. Lady on the mud flaps. Yeah. Oh god, that's always fun trying to explain stuff like that. Like truck nuts, your kids see truck nuts and they're like, "What's that?" You're like, that's an idiot, honey. That's an idiot." Okay, we're gonna steal this platformer pack. You know what this platformer pack has? That's another mechanic I want to introduce, or I'd like to be able to do. Do you see these pipes? Could you imagine these being things that you go through and it sucks you through? It like warps you from one location to another. Like it just has a force that pulls you along. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? We could have that for like one part of the stage as like a way of getting like a secret zone thing. But this also has everything that we're going to need for our boosting. So we're going to use these little pads here as like our boost pads. So these will be like for going fast. And we've also, there's a beach ball, little beach balls. And then these little cute little hearts and stars and gems. And I think there's a lightning bolt. And so we can put the lightning bolt over the boost thing for like, to indicate it's a speed boost. And then these ramps, I think this would be fun to have ramps, so the boost to a ramp is a cool idea. Because I do think that being able to like go in the air, see like go high and then come down and all that stuff is a cool idea. It's 30 days of summer and it's arcade high score. That's basically the jam thing. Co-working time, oh yeah. I need to know how to do the texturing for the inner tube. Do you have? We need the higher poly inner tube. But I think we're okay. I mean, the one we have is okay. Oh my god, just let me do that instead. Give it to me, no. And then we've got switches here. Yeah, there's the lightning bolt. The bombs we could use for enemies. I guess resetting is a mechanic. So resetting. Reset player mechanic. Lakitu is what we do in Mario Kart, right? Lakitu is what we do in Mario Kart. The UVs weren't set up. Is that hugely important to get the UVs set up? If you're just gonna paint onto it? Oh, is it because if it's not right, then you get like texture warping and stuff where you wouldn't want it? Is that how it works? Painting on something. Tube UVs, add lady textures. All the parts, even on this suit. Realistic. No. We don't want to risk, we don't want nips. We don't want nips. We don't want to risk, what was that? Heavy Rain? Heavy Rain, like, fully modeled, some actresses, like, body. I am told me to come here and tell you you forgot to clean your ears this morning. I know, I have something that's bothering me in my ears. I know I'm doing it. I clean them every morning with Q-tips. Oh, that was Cal. No, I do this a lot. Like, I'll go like this and then go whoop, 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 like a Wet Willy thing. Oh, clean Cal's ears. Okay, most important was exporting the way KKit exporter is exporting the way KKit exports theirs and figuring out how to get it working, a working rig. But if we just gave you animations, wouldn't that work? Maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know how it comes through into Godot. Well, but like I said, I've done it before, and I feel like I can do it. But I don't have, for whatever reason, at least in 3D, I can't get the model to do what I'm trying to get it to do. And I don't know, like, I haven't investigated. I spent 30, probably like 2 minutes on it, right? So, then the paid one has all this stuff. Like spikes and everything. So we could have spikes and chains or blades, scary ass blades. Well, I don't, and I'll say second favorite, I don't know if it's the problem with the model or not. Cause I've done kinematic keying with other stuff, with 2D. Where you essentially tell, like, hey, the end of the arm, wherever this element is pointing, that's where the arm is going to point, right? So, like, I've done that, and I've set that up in Godot. But I literally built the entire everything inside of Godot when I did that. So, again, I don't know if there's even anything wrong. That's how little I've kind of looked into it. So, I'm just saying if I can. I'm not saying that I'm saying that I think it... Well, I guess I am. If it's even possible. I believe it's possible. I think I've done it in 3D before. What the dog doing? I can 1000% ensure you it's not a problem with the model or the skeleton. Okay. Can spikes pop your inner tube? I don't know. I don't know. Like, the problem with dying in this game is resetting the inner tube. So if we have something like this... suddenly resetting the entire inner tube becomes a whole conundrum. It's the exporting not being similar to what you're used to. I see. You sync and maybe reset last time claim. At last time claim. Jacob, could you say that in English, please? Like the time boosts. Oh, I see. I see. Oh, at last time claim. We were talking about that as a possibility. Yeah. So they become checkpoints. Yeah, I was talking. I think you were here when I mentioned that, or we're definitely thinking we're on the same page. We have the same thinking with that. Yeah, that was a possibility. But then if we're gonna do that, we might as well have the idea of some sort of checkpoint area thing, right? Where the player isn't even knowing that it's happening. So we just have areas that you were last at. So basically on the 3D world, we would just throw in like reset points. So let me just do this. We would have a node. I would just throw it. I'm just calling it a node. I'm putting it in a node just because they're the same idea. So reset. We could just call it checkpoints. And then we just make areas. So we make an area 3D and we just pepper them throughout the stage. But we have to be careful about this because I've seen enough speedrunning Mario Kart videos to know you can really screw this up. Whoop. And you can also have Godot just crash on you for no fucking reason, apparently. So that's really cool. Got that going for us, which is nice. Got that going for us. What? Cricket, I'm here. You haven't said hi. I want a formal apology. Tapper, I'm sorry. He also ignored my redeem. Oh, what the dog doing? He's chewing on his little he's got a little snake dragon that he's chewing on. And he's looking at me real happy like. He's looking at me with loving eyes again. I love you, Papa. I like the walks we go on. I like the walks we go on, Papa. They're so great.
Bruh.
Yeah, whenever we go on walks, everyone's like, I love you, German Shepherd. Kevin's like, oh, that's me. I'm the German Shepherd. Oh. Medusa, how's it going?
Fartality.
Oh yeah, so resets. We were talking about resets and then Godot crashed. So I'm guessing all my work is gone. Yeah, checkpoints. So we create a node, call it checkpoints. And essentially here we just throw in a bunch of arrays. Let me save this before Godot crashes. Array 3D, area 3D, sorry. So we get an area 3D, and that's probably way over here. And then we give it a shape. Collision shape. I'm just gonna say it. This is just bonkers. There should be a mono thing for this. This is like, because I have to do this every time, and then it's like, oh hey, this is also missing. It's like, I know. Why don't you guys take care of this, you sons of bitches? And I think maybe a cylinder is the way to go. So then we throw that area, we just have these peppered along the map, and we just keep track of the last one you were in. And we just kind of have them be around as reset points. So then we have this one here. Oh man, the chat's going crazy. Rick's gonna... Dude, it's been years. We're married. It's just, you know, you know there's flaws and you never say them out loud to the, you know, that's why I don't have audio on for Godot to hear me. So yeah, then we have, make the height a little bit bigger. Yeah, so we've got an area here, right? And when we pass through this area, it just does the, it's like, okay, here's the checkpoint you're at. Bring him up during an argument. Trivial Pursuit Pandar with the Trivial Pursuit reading. 1990s question. First person to answer the question correctly gets nothing because the board is frozen right now. But you get bragging rights. Here's the question. The question Oh, I think we've done these. Here we go. I don't think these people here have heard this one. This is 1997. Who rejoined Apple as a consultant when they gobbled up Next Software in 1997? Steve Jobs is the correct answer. Pandar has earned today's bragging rights. By the way, Next Step, awesome OS. The GUI, that's why I like XFCE so much, is because it's the closest to Next OS. Yeah, he joined as a consultant and then eventually kicked out the guy that kicked him out. All those stories can be cool, and the person can still be a douchebag. Make a tool or an extension for Godot and make millions. All right. I feel like you guys are carrying on conversations that I was never a part of. Oh, the rename says 1980s trivia. Sorry, Pandar. It is 90s. I'll delete that. It was originally 80s a long time ago. Nobody has ever pointed that out, Pandar, in like 300 redeems. So you're the only one who has reading comprehension. I'm gonna go die and peek. Later, dudes. Thanks for the stream. All right, Jacob, have a good one. Thank you for the suggestions on the... I think we're gonna do something like that, but it won't be the time things. It'll just be general areas. General area? Dude, this shader is screwing everything up. Why is the shader... Why are the waves even going right now? They shouldn't be running. There we go. Now they're frozen. Soulless water. That's what I want to see. Just hollow and empty. I feel like the problem with streaming Jackbox is somebody's gonna say something to get themselves in trouble. Depending on the game you play. So here's the other problem with the reset. No, the people playing Jackbox. Not people in the chat. Could you imagine without time zones it'd be like, oh, what is it daytime when it's 8 p.m. for you? Could you imagine how brutal that would be to like... Maybe that would be easier? I don't know. I don't mean time zone's a concept. I mean time in general. All my friends live in the past. So sorry. Jeez Wheeze, man. Jeez Wheeze. Back to the summertime music. And, okay, let's actually make some mechanics here, boys. We're gonna do the boost pad. So let's build a boost pad. This adds to ours. I'm just bullshitting with you guys today. Yes, that's... I always say the best thing about streaming is everything you do is wrong. I will say, I never have any complaints about the people that I watch streaming. And here I find out M is like, oh, crickets, blah, 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 blah. And like, but I don't say that about you guys. I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking about the ear thing. Are you talking about Calvin's ears? I'm sorry about that. I do feel like an awful dog owner every time that happens. Yeah, Medusa, that's why anytime you hear me say, don't do this, or this is shit, don't do this, that's me. That's my subconscious going, if I was watching myself do this right now, I'd be like, nah, don't do that. And it's like, no, I promise you. I know how much time I have left to stream. I know, like, all these things are inside my head that the viewer's not seeing. And so it's like, that's why I'm doing this, but I'm not going to explain all that. So instead I'm like, just don't do what I'm doing right now. Don't do it. No, I clean my Pandar. I clean my ears every morning with Q-tips. There's like literally something going on. I don't know what it is. I think I have Calvin's thing. But there's like it's this ear in particular. There's like an itch that happens. I think it's from wearing headphones. Or it's because I might be doing the in-ear things a lot. Maybe that's causing a problem. I don't know. In-ear camera cleaners. The problem is I use the Q-tips. There's nothing on them because I do them every day. So there's like nothing there. Calvin knows what ears are because I'm starting to talk about ears, and you know what he did? He came up to me and he wants me to rub his ears. So that's what I'm doing right now. He's like, oh, he's talking about ears. I know what those are. Rub my ears, Papa. It is funny. Everything I do is annoying to somebody on the stream. Like, somebody doesn't like my mouth noises. Somebody doesn't like the background noise on my mic. Somebody doesn't like, that's why I always say the best thing about streaming is that you're always wrong. Everything you do is wrong. Love you, Cal. Or how, yeah, my room is a mess. Nobody's saying anything about that, though. That's weird. No, everything you do is wrong. We definitely don't like your mouth noises. No, I'm talking about I'm not talking about the eating thing, which is new because of the background noise, because it's super hot in here. I'm talking about, like, just literally my mouth makes noises they don't like. And that's really hard to deal with. It makes me super self-conscious because it's like, I guess I shouldn't talk. And it's funny because it actually makes me do it more. Or at least I notice I start doing it more. Yeah, there's literally nothing I can do though. Like I got a super high quality mic, but there's background noise because it's hella hot in here and the fan goes, and that's what started picking up other noises. No, I'm not saying. No, it's just it just adds up. I don't think I could be a big streamer. I think if my audience got big enough, I think I'd just bail because it would just be like I can't do this anymore. Just because it would just like cumulatively add up to too much of my subconscious being like, well, I can't do this and I can't do that and I can't do this and I can't do that. Ah! Yeah. I think what I could do is on my chat thing I could soft mute and just not say anything. It's like viewers go from 9,099 to 10K and the stream just has a detonate script. Yep. 100%. But no. I'm just super self-conscious. And the other thing about the mic stuff is I don't hear myself because this fucking thing creates such a long delay that it would drive me insane. And so I need to loop this back into, because I don't hear myself. If I heard myself, I'd catch the audio stuff. But for my own sanity, I have that turned off because it has enough of a delay that it really messes with my mind. It's like a fraction of a second, but it's enough to like really trip you up. You do, obviously, but can you not take it as constructive input? I can, but I also can say I can't do anything about it, and then somebody else will say it as well, and then it just keeps happening. So I don't know what to do about that. Have you tried one of those speech jammer apps on your phone? No, I'm presuming it does that though, just enough delay to mess you up. But take me or leave me. That's what I say. Take me or leave me. I don't know. I do try. But there's only so much I can care about certain things when it's like the main thing that I'm trying to do is on the screen here. Alright. So back to that, speaking of. So we imported our resources, our assets here for the platforms, right? And we've got different ones here. Should the boost one be red? I feel like red is good. And then let's find. Then we've got pipes. What would the pipe look like? Let's do a pipe in the water. And I'm just curious what this would look like. We might have to scale this up to do what I would like to do. But I think something like this would be really cool to have like a big old pipe to go through. And it just sucks you through. It gives you a good suck. I don't know. I don't know that I don't see a difference between that and backseat coding. Like, it's kind of backseat streaming. You know? Okay, so it needs to be bigger. This doesn't feel right, right? And we're obviously we don't have a collision on it. So, what about this big? Let's go back. So, a big old pipe like this. It could be, I think it could be like 1.5. But I actually don't have any warnings on the stream either, so I don't know. I guess I feel like if the thing is like, hey, stop being you, that's where I get a little self-conscious. But yeah, I know I'm doing the ear thing, Pandar. I'm sorry, and I've pointed it out actually as I'm doing it. This could be cool. I think this could be cool having pipes though. I'm trying not to, Pandar, I swear. Okay. I like the pipe idea. Okay, and then we have these platforms. The platform arrow is what I'm thinking about having be the boost. So we have a 2x2 and a 4x4. Let's go back to the stage and compare. So here's the 2x2. And then here's the 4x4. Brother, I should tell you, I immediately completely shut down when someone comes in my stream and says, you know, you should... Oh, like it breaks you? So something like this. As like a boost. This is what I'm imagining, and you just can get some air going off this thing. So you go here, and it's just like, you just... Okay, guys? What do you guys think? I exclusively stream to get backseated. Oh no, I'm not. So there's a certain kind. Here's the thing. So people add input or suggestions and stuff like that. I'm totally fine with that. The only backseating when it comes to coding, the only backseating that I can't fucking stand and gets me really frustrated is the literal, and now type this, and now type this, and next you need to do this, and next do this, and don't forget this, and don't you know about this, and then you should do this. And it's like literally seconds, like my thoughts are already there. That's where I'm like, I can't fucking do that, man. Like you gotta stop, because it's gonna make me insane. It's like, I'm gonna lose it. But if it's like, you know, oh, you know, maybe have you heard of this algorithm? Or like, that's the stuff where sometimes I'm either going to ignore it, or I'll take it. But either way, it shouldn't be any offense to the person who suggested it if I do or I don't. And I'll also be like, look, I've explained this for like, sometimes somebody will have just, I think this is the main thing that I need to have on my intro chat thing is like, look, if you just came into the stream, don't think that you know what the fuck is going on and that you have a solution to something. Could you just wait and like figure out where I'm at on it? Cause like what'll happen is people will just come in and they'll be like, oh, well, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, look, I don't want to have to spend another fucking 5 minutes explaining what I just explained 5 other times so that you can reach the conclusion that I reached and we can kind of move on from there. Cause that seems to happen a lot. And it's like, stop! I have that too. I believe it's dry skin. Breathe the ear thing, Cricket. Is it itching? I sometimes have that, but it's only on the left side. Yeah, no, it's itching. It's inside the ear canal. Like it's in there and it itches. And it's just like, occasionally it's just like, I gotta do something about it. It's driving me insane. Like really far in. Yeah, no, it's, I think it's a summertime thing. I think it's a dry skin summertime thing. The water turned out really nice. Yeah, yeah. If I don't want input, I don't need to stream. Well, I stream because there's the duality of it, right? Is I love everybody in the chat and stuff. And so we all have our things, you know? We all come with our things. I walked into this conversation in another channel and pretty much proved the point by adding to the conversation without knowing the context. Oh, you've done that? And yeah, and I've done that too. What I've taken to do when I'm in people's chat is I'm just like, I can't contribute anything to what they're doing because I have no idea what the context is. So I just become like, I'm just going to try to make the streamer laugh. Like that's my goal when I get into when I'm watching other people stream is I try to like figure out where their humor barometer is and then just start pushing the button of like, can I make him giggle? Can I make him giggle? Can I make him giggle? I'm not, and I realize I'm not actually consciously doing that, but people's chat becomes like, I become like Seinfeld. I come into their chat and I'm like, well, so how's everyone doing tonight? But yeah, I'll just bump into someone's chat and I'll be like, oh, something. Have you heard making jokes in chat is cringe. Well, okay, they're not jokes. It's not like does a man walk into the bar or whatever. It's just like I'm just trying to use that term as like I'm not like, you know, like dad jokes or something. Yeah. Bantering is probably a better. I just try to figure out where their funny bone is and tickle it. Okay, so we're gonna have this pad and we're gonna just, for now, I'm just gonna tilt it. How many degrees? 30 degrees, so 45. Oof, that's too much. I really don't know what it should be yet. I don't know if it should be adjustable either. But yeah, no, I don't mean like telling jokes like, yeah. I'm trying to sort of abbreviate, I guess, what I'm talking about, but But did you hear they combine the genes of cheetahs and crabs? They could go sideways fast. Making jokes in chat is cringe. That's all I do. You people seem very open about. Oh my god. I think we're being razzed. Risen. Riz around with my memes and my bros. I'm always make jokes. I'm just teasing. I got you. Seems like judgment, but. All right, I'm gonna go back to work. All right, see you in a second. Everything's fine, guys. Don't worry. Dude, this is the thing I hate about this is when you start to move a mesh around, and then just because this is inside this fucker. So really, this guy should be we're gonna say new inherited on this. This should be the damn class or whatever this object that we end up dragging in, right? And we don't want to move this. We want to move the mesh inside of it. That's what we want to do. And now we want to go negative 0.75 like we had. No, 2.5. That's probably okay. Oops, wrong way. I don't know. We'll leave it like this for now. So then, I guess what we need is an area that you go over, right? So, where should we put this? If we make the parent a static body, right? So we want it to be a static body. And it won't let me make so we make a static body, and then we're going to create a collision shape. Hot chicken! And see, this is just too much detail. We don't need this one. I can make my own shape for it. Yeah. And then this will go up to 5. And then we just need to make it a little bit bigger. Like this. Okay, so now we have the collision shape for the thing. I say Hachukin when I sneeze. You want to hear something cute? I've been saying Hachukin every time I sneeze so much that my daughter started doing it, and she doesn't know why she's doing it, and it's the cutest fucking thing in the whole wide world. She has no reference to why she's doing that. It makes me so happy, but I feel like I need to say something because it's going to turn into one of those things where you just thought that's what you do, like because your parents always did it, you know, that kind of thing. Well, there's Hadouken, yeah, which is where my Hachukin comes from. Yeah. She's gonna go to a friend's house and act like it's complete. Right? It'll just I'll start a revolution. Oh! Calvin wants to say hi. Say hi to everybody. Say hi.
I'm just a German Shepherd. I'm the best German Shepherd.
What the dog doing?
I'm the best German Shepherd. I love my rapper. I love him so. He's my rapper. He's my favorite rapper. Say hi to everybody. Say hi, they can see you.
ears bothering you? You want some water? Oh, he hasn't had breakfast. Oh my god. Okay, hang on. I gotta take care of my dog. I'm like, why is he bothering me? He's hungry. Feed me, Papa. Give me a second here, guys. I'm gonna get my music going. It looks like Firefox crashed on me. I mean, it's not quite as bad. I'll say that the Hadouken is not quite as bad as like a poop stick scenario. So it's not that bad, thankfully. I'll be right back. I'm gonna run an ad. Or is it poop stick? Poop knife. That's what I'm thinking of. Poop knife. All right, we're back. It's never too late for caffeine. Calvin's got his food. Is that a small river right next to your house? It's in the back of our, it's in the middle of our property, Tapper. It cuts through the half of our property. So there's two sides to our, like there, we technically have like 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 yards technically. Like there's the front yard, and then there's the front classroom business yard, office yard, and then there's the back house yard, and then there's the back past the creek yard. I don't know. How much you want to bet the robot emoticons on Twitch are a part-time, like a non-paid intern? The front yard, the business yard. It's the business yard. Business in the front, party in the back. Yeah, right now the backyard is a disaster because my lawnmower's blade blew off of it. So our lawnmower is now nothing. What could you do with a lawnmower engine? Because the engine's fine. The thing that holds the blade exploded, and so now we have to get a new lawnmower. And I will not get a push mower. I need one that's powered, because God bless it, I'll never, with how big this place is, I'll never have a push mower ever again. That was a huge mistake. I didn't even know there was a difference. You can soup up one of those Barbie kid cars. Dude, I could make a car, couldn't I? Small, dangerous vehicle for a child. That's an opinion. I think that's an opinion. Danger is an opinion. Okay, so here's the other thing we're gonna do. We're back. Godot keeps crashing on me. This is a good sign, guys, for the project. We need a water splash sound, guys. Could anyone get on the hunt for me? That's what I could use help from chat is, you know what I need? I need like a to-do list that I can give chat and just have it published on my stream window somewhere. That would be extremely helpful. Haven't you already said it somehow? Ah, damn, we lost what I was working on. Fuck! It crashed when I walked away. This is bullshit. So they have sloped platforms, but they don't have sloped arrow platforms. What's that about? I really want to try Death Stranding. I keep hearing things about I want to play the first one, but it sounds interesting to me the more I start to hear about it. So the boost, what we're gonna do is we're gonna stretch out the tail end of this so that it's we give it a long tail, and then that way if it's not quite right in the water, it still works as a ramp. You see what I'm saying? You smell what I'm cooking? So like if the water's bobbing up and we have some sort of angle that's not quite right, it still works. I want burgers. Is it burgers? Motorcycle boxcar. What is the legality of something like this in my state? It's probably fine. Not motorcycle. Lawnmower engine. Boxcar. Not a boxcar. What do they call the little what do they call the little car? Lawnmower, like carts. We got lawnmower cart. Go-kart. That's the word I'm looking for. Six ways to create a go-kart with a lawnmower engine. They're talking about doing a metal frame. Really going above and beyond with this idea. Put the engine in the back. That's probably the best place for it. That way the seat acts as an explosion reduction device. Mud, how's it going? How you doing? Okay, so then we're gonna add an area. I forget. In Godot, does an area 3D? We're making boosts right now. Mud. Looked like Cricket did when I came in a room. I'm sorry, Tapper. Like how Mud. What's that video thing where it's like the girl's talking to like, just promise me you won't blah blah blah, and then it's like somebody walks in all dorky like, and she's like, oh my god. That's my description that I'm gonna give you. You guys figure out what the fuck I'm talking about. Good luck with that. It was like a TikTok meme for a while. Cricket, you really do feel like my third older brother. Yeah, I told you. I mean, it feels like yeah, I definitely turn in like when you raid and everything like that, it's exactly how I would act if like my sisters were at my house or something. I don't know why. I have this Bublier water. Is it Dave Boublier? So let's make the main thing the area. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay, and then on our physics we need like a boost. Is the woman wearing a shower cap in the TikTok? It's like two women, and one of them is like, "Hey, don't get a crush on my boyfriend or something," and she's like, "No, I won't. Don't worry." And then it always cuts to somebody who looks like totally horrific, or it's like a dog like licking its asshole or something, and then it cuts back, and then the girl's like says something about, and it's clear that she's like already like, "Oh, yeah, he's totally hot." But I don't remember much else about it. It's from some TV show that I've never seen. My brothers are so cool, you guys. I want to be like them when I grow up. No, it's not. It's this is just summer beach relaxing video game music and gameplay. So that was this is Tomba. And then the last one was Grandia. So some oldies but goodies. Let me see if I can find it. I have no fucking clue how to find it. I don't know how to find it. It was like a thing for a long time, but now I don't know how to find it. I'm imagining like a lake radio, like a short circuit lake radio station where it's just like kind of like spring break, hick spring break party time music for this particular lake. That's what I'm imagining. So there would be like surf rock, there would be like you know, banjo, like some sort of like bluegrass thing. Yeah, well, what I'd like to do, Tapper, or Second, is have my daughter just make a bunch of designs and have those be the ones that people can choose. But like, I want a big yellow, like one. I want a like Red Cross looking one. I want this is like the standard tire inner tube thing. I want like, you know, it'd be cool if I start making this into a real game that there's like a rubber duck one, and there's like just goofy ass ones that you can unlock and stuff. All right, we got a Trivial Pursuit from Nathir. There's no board to add the points to, so this is just for bragging rights. I think I've already asked this one, but I'm going to ask it anyways. 1999. Here's the question. What scary movie shot for $60,000 grossed $140 million thanks to savvy web promotion? Blair Witch. So bragging rights goes to second favorite. Nathir almost had it. I think without the delay, Nathir might have gotten it. I'm guessing there's a bit more delay. How you doing, Nathir? I say hi to everyone when they come in except for Tapper. I have to wait for Tapper to ask me to say hi, and then I say hi. I'm doing all right. We're working on, I'll show you here what we're working on here in just a second. And we're going to make the friction like nothing on this. If true, subtracts the bounciness from the colliding object's bounciness instead of adding it. Probably want to do that too. Let's see. And we're going to save this as... Let's just, for now, we'll just save 0 friction. And we're going to save this as a boost. And then we'll just throw it in the stage for now. It's still not going to be working right, but we can at least put it in to play with. So it's not going to give us a boost. What is this bullshit? Why isn't it tilted? Oh, because we didn't tilt it. Who did this? All right, there's our boost. Throw it in. Rotate it. And let's just put it pretty far. Let's see if we can go off the boost. The red cross in red. Okay. Thanks for the heads up. That sucks. I was thinking Coast Guard, if I can do Coast Guard colors.
Yeehaw!
We crashed. What the fuck? Guys, this is not good. That's a hard crash. That's Godot crashing on us. What the fuck is going on? This is not good. The tube, I just sent it prepared for your daughter to draw on it. I was simply offering a secondary solution for a customization. Oh, yeah, yeah. Like a color picker. Is that what you mean? I'm sorry, I didn't put that together because I'm an idiot. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to have it run inside here. I'm sorry. Second. I'm a moron. Here we go. Off the boost.
Woohoo!
Whoa. Uh-oh. We didn't collide with anything. We didn't collide with jack shit.
Yeehaw!
Why not? Let's check our,
Ooh!
Ooh. Oh, we don't collide with land. How, if we don't collide with land, how are we hitting any of the land? What in the crap is going on? What in the fuck? How are we hitting land right now? I need to run Godot from, what is going on right now? Requested file format unknown, GLTF. What's happening? Ah! Everything's breaking. Let's reload the... Dude, Godot is having an aneurysm right now. I'm gonna pause the music. Alright, we're gonna go back to colliding with land. Please don't. What is happening right now, boys? See, I think we're colliding with land. when we didn't before. But the floor bed isn't land. It's just a mesh. What the hell's going on here? Let's look at the, let's free up the camera.
Please sit down and have fun! Just sit down and have fun, damn it!
Bros, something's funky. Is it Commander? Thank you for the follow. Well, I didn't say something bad just then. Look at that. So if we add land to the, what the hell's going on? Okay, seriously, what the hell's going on? So, okay, let's turn on visible collision shapes. Do I have a different body that is colliding with land? That's what it is. That's what it is. Floaty player. How are we colliding with land right now? We're not masking with it. Bros, I don't know what is going on. But I can bump into this, and this is land.
Ooh!
You see the collision points.
Might be enough spinning for one day.
Might be enough. Are you sure about that? So, I mean, I guess I could make the boost floaty. Collision floaty. And then we should be able to bump against that. But why are we bumping against the land? Because we're not masked with land. I am confused. Whoop! Oh, we didn't save. We didn't save boost. Okay, hang on, reload. Static body.
Yeehaw!
Oh, static body does not have a,
Might be enough spinning for one day.
What the hell happened to her?
Mercy me, I'm about to tip over. Might be enough spinning for one day.
We don't have a colliding element here. Dude, let's reset the transform. We lost the shape. .5 0.25 negative. Wrong way. Positive. So 5. There we go. Okay, there's our ramp. Static body. We are land. We're also going to make ourselves floaty. This is a boost. Okay, this is an area. Okay. Now, okay. Now we're going to rotate so that we are ready for projectiling people into spice. Let's try this again. There we go. Okay, now let's make it zero friction, absorbent. We kind of need to take over control of the object and do some clamping and stuff, because otherwise this won't work, right? So as soon as we detect so we could just try applying the force. So do we just
Mercy me, I'm about to tip over.
do we take the Z basis of the how should we do this? Should we detect? I think we should detect it on the player controller. And this shape, it won't work if we do it like this. It won't work if we do it like this. If we put it the collision shape needs to match the angle and everything. So that's a bummer because we can't, unless we put the whole thing in the collision shape and do the rotation on the collision shape. That would work. All right, let's do that then. So then we're gonna reset the rotation here like this, and then we're gonna bring up the area collision shape. Oh, see, we can't. We need the area collision shape where we need it, which is that its transform would be point. I don't know yet, because we actually need to be. I don't know. We could make it up there, and then we bring ourselves down like that, and now we have this area here that we can detect as a ramp. And this will be masked with our new, we are a boost. And then the shape needs some work. And then we need to scoot ourselves forward slightly to be 0.25. No, it's 5. 5. Okay, now we're good here, and then we're gonna move this whole thing back a bit. So we're back on center. Although this is probably okay. No. No, sir. Let's save. We need to get back on. So we need 7.5 in a direction, but I'm not sure what it is. 0.75, sorry. 0.75. Nope. Go away. There we go. Maybe it's 5. Oh, it's only 5. It's 5. 5.5. And then this needs to be 5. That moved our whole thing up. We don't want that. I want to change this one. There we go. Okay, so now we can rotate this thing. Oh, wrong. Rotate this shape here. Ah, accept it. God bless it. God bless it. The entire collision shape needs to go up. So this would be 1. There we go. And now if we rotate, okay, this is more reasonable, I guess. I don't know. Ah, shit. I mean, the center really needs to be. I mean, we have something. This is just kind of hard to work with to get it going first. Like that. So like 0.5. Okay. We'll keep it like this. So it still kind of looks the same in the water. Let's catch up on chat. We need that. Also might remind me too much of my old neighborhood. Oh, getting shouted out? Can I check Telegram? Oh god. I hope everything's okay. Okay, so now if we detect on the we have an area that we can detect when we enter, when something enters. Here's the other thing about our inner tube shape that might not be good is our collision shape right now is a cylinder, and it should probably be some sort of sphere shape that might actually need multiple spheres. I don't know how to do this. Radius. See, because you want to change the scale, but it's going to get mad at us if we do this. You don't want to do that. Yeah, see, it says non-uniformly scaled, and all hell will break loose. Warning, all hell will break loose. So I guess what I could do is make cylinder shapes, a couple of them. Or not cylinders, but sphere shapes. So we're like rounded. But I think we're trying to solve a problem that we don't know if we're going to have yet. So we're going to keep it like this. And we're still going to work on that boost. So the overlap here of this area, when we hit this area, that's when we apply whatever the facing direction, the Z basis is for the player controller. We just apply an impulse. And then the physics will collide against the surface of the jump. And that should provide us with some sort of like angular momentum. And the collisions and everything will take care of the rest. We also need to ignore, because right now if we do this, we're going to play the sounds of bumping into stuff and everything. So we need to ignore this as an object that if we hit, we're not going to play the, ooh, I bumped into something sound, right? So there's a lot of little things that we have to kind of change about this to make it work perfect. So let me see if I can detect where we're finding the hits. So we're playing impact. Here we go. Tube collision, body nodes. So now we can detect. We could detect, but this is hang on a second. Tube collision. Body entered, and we're calling it tube collision. It's not technically a collision, but so we can do a test on the body type. So if the body hits the flow, no, if the body is oh God. Let's just print it. We'll do a break.
Yeehaw!
Talk to me. Tell me what you're about. Floaty and land. Floaty and land. So we're seeing a collision with the static body here. We're definitely not a body. We're an area. Body entered. Let's see. So this is a physics body. So it's area entered. Shape entered. Body exited. So we need an area detected, an area detection for the boost on the player side. So if we do it on the boost side. But seriously, how the hell are we hitting land right now? Oh, we're masking. Fuck, I'm so fucking stupid. God darn it, I'm such an idiot. Okay, so that was not really a mystery. I'm just I just had my brain on the masking stuff screwing up. Okay, so we'll just look for an area overlap then. This area right here is for detecting power-ups and stuff. So we'll do another area here. We'll call it boost area. So this boost area 3D, when we detect this is going to be a collision shape. And we're going to do a cylinder the same size as the one we have currently. Why not? It's actually already below ground, which is good. We need to be negative 0.5. Colin, how's it going? Okay, so we're about the same as the... Our height is probably too high. That's probably good. So right there, this will be our boost area detection thing. And probably want to make it the radius a little bit bigger so that we have some coyote boosting. All right, pretty good. Spent the whole day watching BSC and thinking about that video you sent me. And it's funny because like I disagree, like just at a glance there's certain things where I'm like, oh, I don't like that about this something in the code, but then he doesn't point out the things that I'm like, oh. But then anyways, we could talk about it forever. At the same time, I don't agree with the stuff that is pointed out. So it's funny to me because it's like, wow, anyways. I guess we're the bottom of the bottom of the bottom if we're going to talk about it though, so we shouldn't care. All right. Boost area 3D. Okay. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Hey, pretty lady. How you doing? You have something for me? Oh, be careful going down the stairs. I will do it for tacos. This is great. It's permanent. My daughter got me a sticker. It says, I will do it for tacos. And then, oh my goodness, is that a sucker? It's a lollipop? That's awesome. Oh, Calvin's really happy to see you. He says, I love you, big sis. Oh, I missed you all day, big sis. Oh my goodness. You're my favorite girl, you know that? Oh, I forgot to let out Mr. Pig. Oh, thank you for doing that, sweetie. Totally forgot to do that. Okay, so now our player controller is all set up for this. So if we take our inner tube, there should be a boost area, and we can connect. Boost area has signals. Area entered. Connect. Boost. Okay, so then we'll just have a boost. And I think area entered gives us an area 3D, right? Yeah. We don't really care about the area 3D, so this is where we can do the boost. So when we do the boost, we're going to say we need to have a bool that's like, hey, don't worry about impact noises for like a period of time or something. I don't know what it'll be just yet, but we need something like that. So this expects an area 3D. We're just going to ignore it. So we'll underscore that. So let's just make sure we get this when we go over the pad. And we hit it immediately. Why is that? Why would that be? Did we set the collision? We're gonna mask with boost. Oh, we collided with land. Apparently, somewhere. That's confusing. We're gonna say that we're monitoring, and on the boost, we are monitorable. And this should be the right masking for everything. Oops, we don't want to run the boost scene. We want to run this one. Okay. Okay, then we are passing over the boost right here. So it might be too soon, but let's write the code for this. So we're going to apply an impulse of some sort of boost amount. So let's just say 10 for now. And see what the hell happens. Inner tube. Apply impulse on the Z basis of the inner tube. And then we're going to say vector 3. And just overall, just like 10. This might be way too much.
Oh!
I don't know what that did. Nothing happened. Okay, let's rerun because maybe, I don't know, maybe that code's not actually executing. But obviously we don't want that impact sound like I was talking about. The boost number might need to be way bigger than we're thinking though. Oh, it's backwards. These need to be negative numbers. So it's acting like we bumped into something, but it's actually the impulse that's pushing us backwards.
Woo!
Yeah, baby!
Woohoo!
All right.
Woo!
So now we still have a bunch of work to do, but we have the basic idea of a boost.
Might be enough spinning for one day.
We need, I need Tokyo Drift, I need the Tokyo Drift, or not Tokyo Drift, but I need the, what's the thing with the anime with the drifting? Initial D? We need the Initial D racing lines. Now I have to hear the song. Shit, hang on. What just happened? Dude, Firefox just crashed. I think I need to restart the computer. I think I might have some bad memory. Shit don't crash like this for no reason. Firefox is just garbage. It just started happening. I have to do that because of how my audio pipelines go in when I'm streaming, so that I can have an audio source that I can lower the volume on subsequent other things, and so that I can have the music volume be different than. But I need those lines from Initial D. You guys know what I'm talking about when they're going really fast and it's like. I guess we kind of have to make them ourselves. All right, fine. We'll do it ourselves. I don't know what to do, but we'll use Krita. How did this never end up being, I guess the closest Initial D movie we ever got is the third Fast and Furious movie. The best one, by the way. The only one as far as I'm concerned. See you later, slow poke. Yeah, it's just cutesy little shouts. Cutesy little shouts. So I'm wondering if I can get away with doing this with a brush, maybe just right off the bat. Sorry, Calvin's going underfoot right now, so he might be unplugging things. Yes, this. So we could probably do this with a shader. And just one image of these like strokes. Source particle download. Speed lines. Speed lines, okay. All right, well, I'm gonna go. Let's look at our brushes. Speed lines.
Oof!
How are we bumping
I'm
into
dizzier
things?
than a June bug in a mason jar.
Oh, we got hit by the boat.
Mercy me, I'm about to tip over.
We got hit by the boat. That was a jump scare. The game's alive, guys. I was like, what the hell just happened? Okay, so we can make it with we'll make a speed line here in a little bit, and then I think we can get away with a particle effect where if we do a 2D particle and we put it as a texture over the screen. Nice. I'd have to translate that into the Godot shader. That's probably the best way to do it instead of using textures. Okay, well, let's do it again one more time.
Woo! Oh!
Okay. There's like a million things we have to do. There's a million things we have to do. So, if we're doing a boost, the first thing is we need some sort of like I don't know, player boost equals true. And we'll make that control mechanics, static var inner tube boost bool false control mechanics. I don't know that's necessarily control. It's just like not sure where to put anything just yet, you know? I don't know yet. Inner tube boost cooldown is in float and it's 0. And then we need just some constant that we can mess with. Const inner tube boost cooldown time float. Let's give it 2 seconds. No, we don't. Yeah, that's fine. And the inner tube boosts cooldown. I don't think we even need to track if we're in the middle of a boost. inner tube boost cooldown equals inner tube boost cooldown time. And then we're just going to constantly be counting this son of a bitch down. Minus equals delta. Okay, and then all we need to do then is on the shout, because we're going to have impacts. So we just want to check if inner tube boost cooldown is greater than 0, we just return false. So if we're in the middle of an inner tube boost, we're not going to play an impact shout. So we're just going to pretend like we don't need to. If they're redeeming oof. And then the other thing we want to do too is we have sounds that we play when we bump into something. Bump audio. Hard bump. Tube collision. So in the case here, var total velocity, we don't need to do any of this. So if we're in the middle of a cooldown, then we just return. So we're not going to play the bump sound, the boop of the inner tube hitting anything, and we're not going to play the we're not going to play the sound of oof, like those kinds of sounds, right? And this is, I think this is way better than having to turn on and off like monitoring. Godot's like physics monitoring and go, okay, well, we'll turn it off for like a brief period of time and then blah, blah, blah. Like there's like a bunch of, like, I'm not going to worry about any of that. We're just constantly counting down inner tube boost cooldown, right? So it'll end up being like a really big negative number if you haven't used a boost in a while. But in the meantime, if we do hit a boost, then we just set it to a number that's greater than 0. So whatever we set for the inner tube boost cooldown time, which is 2 right now. And so then then it's counting down again. And so during that, the main thing though is that there may be the order, so long as the area is always detected first. Right, but let's test this out. So first thing we'll do is just bump into something, make sure we still have our bumping sounds.
Ah.
Okay, so we're still bumping.
Oh.
Let's turn around. And go forward.
Yeehaw! Woohoo!
Okay.
Woo!
Hard to tell if that was the case though, because we got a we were getting some error, so we had to. But we didn't hear the thunk sound, so that's a good sign.
Woo! Woohoo!
Shh, stop.
Woo! Yeehaw!
And then let's bump into this.
Woo!
Okay, so
Yeehaw!
it seems to be working. So the camera is wigging out. And why is the camera wigging out? There is some work we have to do on the camera. So what I think I need to do for the camera to get the camera work to be better, is I need the camera gimbal. So the camera gimbal needs to be, okay, let me explain. So let's pretend like we have our inner tube here. All right. And the way that it works right now is that regardless of the height, the camera is always fixated on the ocean, the water level, and some distance away. Right? And then it's just always facing forward from there. So the camera's doing this, okay? And we're actually kind of pointed down. So we're a bit like, if we're a triangle, let me just make a triangle. Attempt to. Okay, so there's our camera, right? And we're like this, right? So what I need to do is pretend that we're on a ball joint thing right here. Okay? And there needs to be some amount of cutoff at some distance. And if the height of this is below or above that cutoff, then we tween the camera in the direction. So if we jump up and we're like way up here and it's past the cutoff, so that if we do some dashed lines here, so if we're like this and we're any point above here, like up, then we take our camera and we go, all right, we'll look up, and we're on this little joint right here, and we just pan up and then we pan down, right? Because I think that's what's going on right now. We're fixated at an angle, stuck to the water level, with an arm coming out, pointing down. That's how we are right now as a camera, right? So, like right there. But there is something weird about our forward momentum, because we seem to go inside the inner tube. So let's take a look at this again. We seem to go inside the inner tube. Oh, you know what it is? I think I know what it is.
Yeehaw!
Whoa!
I'm dizzier than a June bug in a mason jar. Mercy me, I'm about to tip over.
Okay, well, for the mechanic, we have it. We have a boost pad. We have a starting point for it. So now we could theoretically just populate.
I'm dizzier than a June bug in a mason jar.
All right, commercial break, ads. I'll be right back.
Mercy me, I'm about to tip over.
Oh shit, I didn't realize the music was so loud, guys. I'm sorry. Christ. My bad. Jesus! Blasting you guys with sound. Now, right now, we're applying a forward momentum on the Z basis of the inner tube. And I heard Funny
cool.
Boys with the raid.
Yeah, cool.
Let me do a shout out.
It's cool. It's not cool.
I always see I Heart Funny Boys on streaming on YouTube as well. So you're not allowed to say that when you're streaming on Twitch, but I can say it because it's not my stream. So I'm allowed to. Ha! I didn't write a raid message. Can you do that? How does that work? I didn't know about that. Hey guys, so let me show you what's up here. So we're working on, let me just let's move this bump here, this jump somewhere jumpy. We'll put it over here. Okay. Give me a second here. We just started creating boosts for this, okay? We're making an inner tube game. It's based off of an old arcade game called Tubin. If you don't have the beginning gray hairs or widow's peak or crow's feet around your eyes, you don't know what Tubin is, and that's acceptable. But Tubin was an arcade game. It was an Atari arcade game, and it also came out on console, but it sucks on console. It's the arcade game that you should be we're referencing if you know it. Tubin, you had 4 buttons to flap forward in your inner tube, backwards in your inner tube with your left and your right hand, and if you alternated, you could rotate. You could just flap 1 to rotate a little bit slower. You could flap 1 in one direction, 1 in the other direction to rotate even faster. And you would pick up soda cans and throw them at people and stuff. Thank you so much. Yeah. So anyway, so Coda de Vida. And a Coda de Vida, baby. How's it going? We just got some sounds in. We've been getting some audio sounds in. So shouts and stuff like that. We got these beer cans over here that we can pick up. Let me go over here and get these.
Woo!
And we have little, like, if you're getting like a lot of air,
Yeehaw!
little sounds that'll play. Imagine a hot country girl in the inner tube in her bikini, okay? For the Gooner population. We've got these time gates that you go through to go through to get more time on your countdown timer.
Oof!
Okay? And then so you're flapping forwards, flapping 1 to the front and the back, etc. and so on. Flapping. So you're going to see the character controller flapping, and we just put in boosts. So let me show you the boost here. We'll come over here.
Oh!
Give me a second. Coming towards the boost. We're getting a lot of error right now. We're going to lower our speed here. So if we go on the boost,
Woohoo!
should give us some amount of thrust.
Woo!
Here we go. Whoa! Oh, we're glitchy. We're glitchy. There's still a lot of work we have to do on that. So now I'm embarrassed. Everyone came to the Cricket stream, and then Cricket's failed at his attempt to show off a boost. We have time of day. We have clouds. They're dynamic clouds. We've got the cool water shader. Hang on. And the actual lake that we're in is shaped like a dragon. It's inspired by a lake in California called Nacimiento. Here we go. Whoa! Alright. Still some work to do. Still some work to do on that boost there. There's a couple of problems with it, but it's working. And we get the woo for it. It's not quite correct. It's 100%. And there is still some work to it, but I also want to keep some of the jank in it. We're using QWOP controls. So QW for your left hand, OP for your right. And then if we spin really fast, we get some cool shouts.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Let's keep going.
I'm dizzier than a June bug in a mason jar.
Anyways.
I think I'm
M-Audio.
gonna be sick.
M-Audio provided the sounds. I think we need more shouts for the rotating. Do a shout out to M. Oops. I need to raid and run. It's already late. My neck of the woods looks great. Love the SFX. Thank you so much. Thank you for the raid. Have a good one. And what are you doing? I forgot to ask. I'm gonna go look at what you were doing. I'm sorry. I'm such a selfish host. I forgot. All right. I'm gonna look at your stream. You're leaving though. So good night. Good night, sweet princess. We're doing game dev, just the usual, as per usual. Ooh, oh, you're building a.
I mean, these did seem to get. Oh.
Oh my God, you're in Blender. I'm jelly.
I was so close, but I slightly missed the number. Now I'm sad. So what I can do is I can check, is the directory empty? Daria, like, you don't like Daria? I feel like Daria is my soul. My soul.
Wait, Daria, are we talking MTV's Daria? Is that what we're talking about?
The thing. That's been how it's gone.
It's looking great.
Yeah.
It looks.
Went AFK for a bit. It
Hell
is.
yeah! Nah, 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 nah. It's too bad that the DVD doesn't have the original music that played in the show because they couldn't get the rights for anything. So part of like the show is missing on DVD. In a bad way. Oh, that doesn't make any sense.
I guess that makes sense.
No, it doesn't make any. It doesn't. You're already disagreeing with me.
So the ugly side is.
Oh yeah.
Like the image up here makes it.
Anyways, well, thank you for the raid. Have a good night. Get some good sleep. I love Daria. Daria is definitely of an era, though. Like, I don't think you could show Daria to a teenager today and they would in any way connect to it, because it was definitely from the time. I have a stream
Shut
scarf.
up and take my money.
Nice. Medusa, thank you for the gifted sub for I Heart Funny Boys. That was very kind of you. I appreciated that. My God.
Woohoo! Woo! Yeehaw! I'm dizzier than a June bug in a mason jar.
So should we? I feel like the shouts need to be a little bit less often, but I'm afraid that maybe that's just me. Again, the bouncing shout, that problem's going to solve itself when we get the physics adjusted right. Because right now, obviously, it's not quite right at all, right? We're bouncing way too much. The boat is very bouncy. Yes, it is. It is. We're going to, right now, so we're trying to get, we have 4 more days, not counting today, to get our mechanics locked in. This is a 30-day game jam called 30 Days of Summer. So we're just trying to get all of the game mechanics completed at 15-day mark, halfway, and then we're gonna tweak everything and tune it and make it good, and stop adding stuff and then start fine-tuning the stage and everything and getting in secrets and getting in collectibles and all that stuff. So the reset player mechanic is another thing that we need. So here's another problem. Let me show you guys this. We have a jump button that we may take out, but that puts your inner tube under the water, and then it's the buoyancy that pushes it up that makes you jump. So we're thinking that we would tie that on some sort of cooldown, and that maybe you only get to jump if you have like certain, like if you drink an energy drink or something. I don't know.
Woo!
Maybe, I don't know. Like you pick up an energy drink.
Woohoo!
But our problem right now
Yeehaw!
is we can get stuck. So we can just get stuck on land here.
Ah!
So like,
Woohoo!
whoa, look at this.
Yeehaw!
Clunk. So now we're stuck, right?
Woohoo!
And the scream is a little late there. But anyways,
Woo!
it's still playing it. Oh, because we're stuck above air. Oh, that's funny. Anyways, sorry. That's a I think you just blew my mind for how I should scope short game jams where the game could be submitted halfway through. Because they always say estimates should be doubled. Right. Yeah, the rule, like, you should... I mean, it really should be that you're always cutting in a game jam. And so you're trying, like, maybe you scope out the initial idea, you try to reach that, and at a certain point you go, okay, and then it's like, here's what I have... And so you kind of are forced to cut, and then all you take with the rest is you just start polishing what you have. You go, okay, I'm gonna make this good. But I've done like a couple of game jams, not too many. I think I've done like 5 before this. I did one with Colin. I did one with Bit Bionic. And Colin, that was another one. I did one with who else have I done one with? I did one before I was streaming. Cobalt. I did one with Cobalt. I can't remember the full Twitch name, but me and Cobalt, we did one together. And damn it, what was his name? He's in Brazil. But anyways, this is the first one I've done on my own. No, it isn't. It's the second. Hexacore was the first one I did on my own. But I did have I had Bit do some music for it. So, anyways. I feel like I have a good shot here. There's only 300 entrants, so... Unless there's some rule that I broke that I don't know about, I think I've got a chance to do pretty good in it. This ain't no Ludum Dare. And we got a shout out machine handle. Nathir, it has been so long. Are you still here? Who are we gonna shout out? Mudbound. Sorry, guys. I'm getting a little distracted right now. Give me a second. All right. So the boost itself has a lot of bugs, right? We're gonna have to fix that. And we don't have any. We don't have a speed SFX. What we could do now that we have a boost, though, is use our shouts for it, because we have shouts for speed. So we have some speed shouts. So let's add those in when we go on the boost. We're putting in more of your sounds. I think she's recording some stuff for me right now that I didn't ask for, which is really nice. Export var speed audio. Oh, thank God. Okay. I was gonna be like, you don't do that. Okay. What you like though? Yeah. Boost. And then we're gonna shout, let it all out. Speed. Okay, and then if speed, shout, speed, current audio player equals speed audio play. And there we go. That's it. All right, let's try the speed boost. Oh, it's so far away now. Hang on a second. We're gonna move the player character a little bit closer. We are too far away. I think I have to reload. Yeah, okay. I think it's this way? Oh, we're way on the other side now. It's way back there. Oh. How embarrassing. Right here. There we go.
Let's roll, sugar.
There we go.
Yeehaw! Woo! Yeehaw!
It's great.
Oh! I'm
Christ.
dizzier than a June bug in a mason jar.
We might... I think the dizzy thing is going to happen a lot. Like right here, we're going to get hit by the boat, right?
Oh!
Oh, Christ. Bro! Oh, shit.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
I think for the spinning, we might need, like, you've been spinning for a really long time, so it's like, you're about to hurl kind of thing.
Let's go.
So we're only applying an impulse. I think we might need to do this, instead of one impulse. I think we might need to constantly track that we're over the boost and continue to apply some sort of thrust. My worry about that is that it will become additive, right? There needs to be some maximum to it. So let's look up add constant force. Did the tubes of material come in with it? Let me take a look. We just got the boost going. Let me show you. It's a work in progress. That's embarrassing. In front of my friends, okay, there's a lot of collision stuff that we got to work out on it. It doesn't go deep enough in the water. That's part of our problem. So I promise there's an actual thing that's kind of like a boost working.
All right.
There we go. Anyways. Do a donut. All right, let's look at the thing that that Second sent us. Let's go ahead and it's the inner tube. Here's a higher poly tube, and the UVs are set up to tile, so you can either slap a tile texture on there or have mini draw on it in Procreate. The texture should come through with the GLB, but I've included them just in case. All right, let's download this bad boy. And then we're going to save it into, I believe tube is already a thing in the project. Yeah. So we're just going to replace that. And bring it in. And Godot will probably crash, because that's been our luck lately. It did not. Let's see what we look like. Just to confirm, we are tube. Tube, this is the new tube. And let's go here and look. Tube. Why don't I see it? Oh, it's tube. Re-import. There we go. And it looks like we have a material on it. There we go. Oh my god, it looks like a donut! We need a donut inner tube. I'll have my daughter do that. That looks like a real inner tube now. Jesus, it's too high poly. Too many polygons.
Let's go.
Okay, so what we were saying about the bump is we're probably going to want to add a constant force. So if we add constant force instead, and then turn it off once we know we're no longer on the boost, that's probably more boost-like behavior that we want. It's like 600 triangles. Jesus! That's more than the entire stage! That's more than someone's boobs in some game. I don't know. I don't know what those are. What should we look? I don't even know how to check. Let's see. Not that it's a competition. We'll grab one of the big ones. I think I need to put this in a scene. New inherited scene. I think somewhere here we can view something about some number of polygons. View information. Primitives. Yeah, you're right. About 6,000. Oh, for sure, yeah. Also, the primitives might be including my collision shapes. Yeah, they are. I don't know why it says there's any primitives when there's literally... We can also just look at the wireframe. Yeah, it's quite a bit. Look at all those polygons. All right. So, now can we change the color of the inner tube? I don't know. It's like my dad, you know, it's like get a job, you know, it's like you know. Oh, it's upside down. It's an upside down donut. Is that what this is? Are we an upside down donut? Is our tube upside down? Point to fact, the tube is fine, and the lady model, when I get her finally set up, adding textures now, is 50k, but 17 of that is hair and can be simplified. No, I just did a different color on the bottom. All right. We're going to copy the surface, and we'll just mess with it really quick. Material override, paste. And now we're just going to get rid of the texture. Like a... Uh-oh. Oh, that's the metallic. Sorry, wrong thing. Albedo. There we go. So if we change this, we change the color. Yeah, we could do a color picker. We could do a color picker. We can do cricket pink. Let's do cricket pink. Or should we do cricket green? Just the most vulgar, eye-assaulting pink you've ever seen. Neon. It's like we're at an eatery at a fucking 91 mall getting our Wetzel's pretzels.
All right. Woohoo!
Like liveries? Okay. Okay. So total game code right now, we're looking at about 351 to make all this magic happen somehow. Is obviously we didn't make the engine. So lady's gonna work for me today. Well, I think I might have to end the stream, so we'll have to make her work. You can do the work if you want, but I'm probably gonna have to go. An outdoor verb on the voice. What does that mean, M? You're using, I'm an audio person. Outdoor verb. Oh, reverb. Yeah, that was another thing I was going to probably use areas for, because for instance, right here should be real echoey because the sound would be bouncing around all these stone. So this area in general should have like more reverb. But that's like if we were actually making a game to sell kind of choice to do. What is a typical amount of reverb for being outdoor? Because we can definitely mess with that. Okay, well, this is a ChatGTP. We're gonna just stab in the dark with ChatGTP. I feel like we could try and do something like this. 7 feels about right. You guys are all right about that. You guys, son of a bitches. It's sassy. Why is my chat so sassy? I just gotta pressure. What can I help you with? Okay. Hello. Let's say goodbye to it all the time to burn up cycles. So is a verb shorthand for reverb? I want an outdoor reverb sound for a Godot game. I need parameters for room size, damping, spread, high pass, dry and wet that would recreate the reverb of being outside. All right, here we go. This is what she's telling me. We're doing it. Colin's officially no longer going to watch the stream. Room size is between 0.85 and 1. So we'll just have the difference, I guess. Say like 9. Damping between 0.1 and 2. So 1.5. Spread is between 8, 0, 8, and 10. Or 1, sorry, so we're going to make that 0.9. High pass is between, so we'll say what is it, 0.1 divided by 2, 0.5. And then dry is between 9 and so 0.95. And then wet is between 15 and 3. So let's just make it 20. Split the difference. 22.5. Okay. Let's see. Wait. I don't think it's right. Thanks, Chat. Thanks, ChatGPT. It's exactly like what my human ears hear when I'm outside in a field. It sounds exactly the same. What a waste of time! Why do I ever use that shit? Yes, I want to sound exactly like we're in a fucking cave. Okay. Room size. Dimensions of a simulated room. Bigger means more echoes. I mean, technically, yes, we would be bigger. Right? Damping. How reflective the imaginary room's walls. What's high and what's low on this, though? So this should be pretty high number then. Spread. Widens or narrows the stereo image of the reverb tail. One means it fully widens it. Let's put this in half. High pass. High pass filters signals with a frequency higher than a certain cutoff. I feel like if you're in an open area, you get more of a low reverb than a high reverb, right? So we want to have filters signals with a higher frequency. So I think having it low is good. Attenuates frequencies lower than the cutoff frequency. Dry. Output percentage of the original sound. This is a percent of the modified sound. So maybe the dry is our problem. Should there be lots of wet? Vex! You know what? And wet. Output percentage of the modified sound. Only the modified sound is outputted. Pre-delay. The time between the original signal and the early reflections of the reverb signal. I don't fucking know. And I can't change it in real time to see. Yeehaw! So I have to reload every damn time I want to see what my changes are doing. Okay. How reflective they are? Let's reset this. Okay, so we want this to be a very low number. I don't know what to do! Like M's voice is mocking me right now. I can't preview it in real time. This is so annoying. Well, I can't even, the Vex, my problem is I literally can't change, I have to rerun it every single time. Changing them in real time does nothing. Like it literally, One fully widens it. So let's do, we'll increase the spread. I literally, on a lot of this, I can't tell a difference. Feedback, we'll cut this in half. Outdoor reverb? What the hell are you talking about, Em? This is a fucking nightmare. Let's make the room really small. Wait!
Yeehaw!
Hold on.
Yeehaw!
That did something.
Woohoo! Yeehaw! Woohoo!
Let's put all these other numbers back.
Oh! Mercy me, I'm about to tip over. Ooh. Woohoo! Yeehaw! Woo! Woohoo! Yeehaw!
Still too wet.
Woohoo! Yeehaw!
I might have to build audio tools for myself because, yeah, the stuff in Godot is lackluster.
Yeehaw! Woohoo! Yeehaw! Yeehaw!
That sounds good.
Woohoo! Yeehaw! Woohoo! Woo!
We need more range on the jump stuff, but we're gonna fix that. It's the physics we have to fix first, remember? So don't worry about the repetition right now, guys. Don't worry about that. It's not gonna be like that.
Yeehaw! Woo! Yeehaw! Might be enough spinning for one day.
Still might be a little too much. Bump into something.
Woohoo!
It's the interface stuff that I don't like. Like, I wrote a small plugin, for instance, normally you can't preview the audio through the bus inside the editor. So I wrote something that allows you to play the sound. Like, if you played an audio source, it wouldn't run it through the bus that it was set on inside the editor. So, like, if you had reverb and stuff like that, you couldn't preview it, even though you were going to, in the game, play it on that bus. So I've got that going. I wrote a plugin that does that. It's little things like that that I'm talking about. And I find often with open source that my experience has always been awful, trying to suggest things, and the amount of time it takes to offer and get them to approve it and everything. I just say, fuck it, I'll do it myself, and that'll be that. I've tried to contribute to open source, but I generally have a bad experience with it. Yeah. But I could try. But there's a lot of stuff that they're changing about the audio lately that it needs a lot of work. It's definitely a first pass.
Oh! Might be enough spinning for one day.
Let's make sure this works in the mobile in the browser. We're gonna run this in the browser here. Just make sure we're okay. Tight group already working on the code. Exactly. See how it adds a little something? Yeah, you're right. I'm always used when I'm speaking outside and I'm in a field, I always feel like the lows get cut off. Like the ground absorbs the sound and it actually lessens like a reverb. It like dampens. Which there is a dampening option. But in our case, we're actually surrounded by a like water can kind of amplify sound if it's still, right? Not amplify, but it can act as like like a surface that the sound can bounce off of. Does water absorb sound? How's that work? I know when you're underwater, obviously, everything changes, but all right, we're gonna try it in the browser.
All right.
Yep. Well, I'll be a lizard on the hot side of a skillet or something. Okay. She's waddling like a duck riding a bicycle. They're fun. It's fun to try. Okay. So we have the boost pad mechanic, the basic idea. We know that it needs work. So let's leave a note for ourselves so we remember. And that note is that we want to apply a force.
Just be yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself.
Always good advice. Oh man. The reason I have that is because that mom in that movie reminds me of my mom. So she's great in it. All right. It was the constant force, so we want to add constant force of the so we want to add constant force for boost instead of impulse while over boost area. Okay. So now should we tomorrow, let's say this, on the Sabbath, tomorrow on Sunday, on the Lord's Day. No, but on Sunday we're gonna do the lasso. So what I'd love to be able to do with that is somehow do an actual physics stretching thing. But if we can't do that, then I'm just going to cheat, and it's just going to be a long, just a straight, stiff rope, right? And we're going to have on the speedboats. So if we go to this speedboat here, for instance, I think we have I think there's something that I could grab that's like a hook from K-Kit stuff. Let me double check. There's like a lever or something I think I can use. K-Kit. We could do this. We could cheat and use this. It's probably got two parts to the model. But this little lever, this little red thing here might be a good pole, like a thing to let you know that's something you can lasso onto. And we do some sort of auto-targeting on it. Let's double check. Let's go to the lever. Yeah, so we have this thing just on its own. So we throw this lever onto the backs of the boats, and we use like shaders or material changes and stuff like that to highlight it when you're choosing what you could lasso. And then we can also, on the stage thing, we can throw a lasso object around like turns. So if we have a sharp turn like right here, this stage is really already done. I don't have the latest version of it, but it's like huge. It goes all the way over to here. There's like it's enormous now. But having a lasso around this area, like sticking out of the rocks, would be cool. So you can lasso onto that, and then you just turn the corner. I know, she's doing amazing work. I think we should cut the lasso idea, though. It's too much. All right, we're gonna kill it. My gut is telling me to lock everything in right now, and just start fine tuning getting the level design and all that stuff, and fine tuning the mechanics. Because I think I'm going to be dealing with a lot of like polish, that to get what we have, like the boost feeling right and getting right and all that stuff. I think okay, because I said we're going to be done with the mechanics, adding the mechanics on the 15th. I am now feeling like what I should be doing is having a playable, complete experience by that point in time, and then spending the majority of my time tweaking that, but not like getting it working completely, because it's already sort of done, and just making a really fun place to play in, and focusing on that. And at that point, I'll be able to put it in people's hands and say, okay, now like you guys can mess around with it and play with it. I think that's what we're gonna do. So lasso mechanic, I'm sorry. We're gonna go ahead and say post jam ideas, and we may, the jump thing that I'm doing, I think we're going to get rid of that too. I think having boost pads, I think having drinks and like a power up that you can use to boost yourself. The jump thing, I don't know, it's iffy. Because we need things to do, right? That's the game is missing the game part, where it's like got all these cool components, but there's nothing quite like playing like. Okay, yeah. I think I've got so much work in front of me. This is like the long tail part of the development cycle. This is the 90. We're at like 95%, and what I'm describing that I see coming is the last 5%, which is 90% of your time. Right. So, I think that's where we're at. I'm gonna call it on that. Okay. So, collectibles for points, things to destroy, all that kind of stuff. So on that, let's look really quick here at the boost. What makes you think of that? Oh, the be yourself theory. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm gonna commit my wife's level additions, and we're gonna show them on the stream. Be right back. All right, let me see here. I got it pushed. So now we're gonna try and pull down for change. Okay, so here's the stage as she's been editing it. Let's load it up. And let me hide the drawing that we're using as the inspiration. And put the water back in. So here's what it looks like right now. And we've got these cool little areas like in the claws and stuff. With like coves, little cove type things or something. But it's starting to look like a dragon. It's getting there. And there's this crazy little zigzag section she's got here. I don't know that we can fit through here. Let's grab the... I was telling her, I'm not sure what we can fit through there. That looks like it. This is going to be cool to go through. So we can make something really cool back here, though. I don't know what. Something. It would be also, whatever we do in there, probably want a fast way to return to the other area. Anyways, it's looking good. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and raid out 38 of you watching today on the weekend. That's insane. I appreciate it. This is amazing. Jesus, am I supposed to stream on the weekends like this? Let's find somebody to raid here. 38. So we should have a pretty large gambit. What do we got? If you have any recommendations, let me know. Yo, it's LJ is streaming. I only see musicians. Thanks for the stream. Bullion, thanks for hanging out. Mr. D-Boy and Medusa, thank you for all the new follows today. Thank you for the raid. I Heart Funny Boys. And who was somebody gifted a sub. Medusa, thank you for the gifted sub for I Heart Funny Boys. That was nice. But yeah, so we're gonna start locking things in and just like making the whole thing, like just like really trying to make this into like a complete idea. Justin, thanks for being here. All right, we're gonna do if they're actually streaming right now. I don't know if they're... Hang on. I'm sorry. I have to get through their ads. God, I really need Steam Prime. Or Twitch Prime. God bless it. Alright, I'm going to just launch... That musician plays bluegrass stuff. Alright, let me just see if this guy's actually... Because he's got the, like, I'm coming on here soon thing. So, if he's not actually streaming just yet... It's not showing that. Usually it shows a preview of the stream in the window, but I'm not seeing it. 10 seconds, guys. Sorry for the delay. Yeah, he's just getting started. I'm gonna raid Yo. It's LJ. So we're gonna on Unity. Is that okay? That's what I'm doing. All right, guys. Thanks everybody. Much love to you out there. I will be here tomorrow. We're gonna work on this nonstop until the actual day of the that we flip the switch and cross our fingers that we do good on the jam. See you guys then. Bye.